Hey everyone, my name is Coach Nick. This is Coach Lennon. We are here to record your videos for the weekend test coming up next week for your weekend kids on Saturday and Sunday. We have 3 techniques on your test. We're going to start off with a takedown, followed by a guard pass, which leads into a finish with side control. First what we're going to do today is our Osoto Gari, or outside trip. I will show you what it looks like first, then we'll do it step by step. Alright, first things first, for outside strip, you have to get what's called a collar and a sleeve. So I'm going to grab a sleeve here, I'm going to grab a collar on the side, on the same side as the arm I'm grabbing. Reason being because this will help me push his head. Step number 2, I'm going to start to use my grips to start to rotate or turn the wheel, as we call it in class. What this will do is put all his weight on his one leg, which I'm now going to attack. Next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to take my foot and do a cross step behind his leg. Once I cross step here, again, I'm turning at the same time. I'm going to use my foot to trip him back and knock him to the ground. Here he goes. Once I'm here, step 1, collar sleeve. Step 2, turn or rotate your partner. Step 3, cross step behind your partner. And last but not least, trip him to the ground. And that is our Osoto Gari, or outside trip. Alright, next technique on our test after our Osoto Gari is our knee cut pass. I'll show you what it looks like first, and we'll do step by step. Alright, knee cut pass. So, we are starting with a 1 in, 1 out position, or headquarters, whichever you call it. Inside leg is in the middle, inside hand is also in the middle. My inside hand is going to go on my partner's hip, my arm is going to block his knee. This will stop from making an effective knee shield. My other hand is going to go on his knee. So step 1 is hip and knee. Step 2, my inside leg cuts across my partner's leg. I can push the knee to assist. I want to put this knee on the ground. Once I have this knee on the ground, my hand that's on the hip is going to slide under for my underhook. This is very important. If I lose this, my partner can retake my back. And I want to end up here. Once I get my underhook, I slide all the way through, just like this. And last but not least, I'm going to switch sides here and go to my side control. With my side control, I want a good head and arm, chest, keeping my knees in tight at all times. Step. Alright, so step 1, hip and knee. Step 2, knee cut. Step 3, underhook. Step 4, slide. Pulling the arm out of the way if you need to. And last but not least, side control, keeping my partner pinned on the ground. That is our side control, knee cut pass to our side control there. That's your second technique on your test. Alright, last technique on our test is our side control Kimura. I'll show you what it looks like first, we'll do it step by step. Alright, so side control Kimura. I did say in the class before, if you want to start with side control, add 1 extra step you can. If not, we're going to take this arm out and go what's called arm in arm. Once we're arm in arm here, I'm going to pin my partner's arm so it's palm down, just like this. I'm going to use my 2-on-1 to achieve this. My hand that's by my partner's elbow is going to swim underneath his arm to grab my wrist. This will make what's called a figure 4. Notice again, my partner's arm is bent. I want to do a shoulder lock, I have to keep his arm bent. I'm now going to sit towards my partner's head and step right over his face. This will add more weight to the top part of his body. Last but not least, I'm going to slide his elbow up to his head and lift it gently with my forearm. There's my tap. One more time here. So, step 1, after I go arm in arm, I'm going to pin my partner's arm so it's palm down. Step 2, hand by the elbow comes underneath, grab my wrist. This makes my figure 4. Once I have my figure 4, I'm going to sit towards my partner's head, step over his face. Last but not least, I'm going to crunch his arm in, slide his elbow towards his head, and lift his arm with my forearm. And that is your Kimura from side control and all 3 techniques on your test. We'll see you for your test this Saturday and Sunday.